Hi, you guys. This is Olympia D. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, today I'm coming back to you with part 9 on my series of strange occurrences. So, today I'm going to be talking about the very strange and odd case of a missing young guy named Daniel Robinson. So, I'm going to read a article about what all happened to him, and I'm going to give my opinion on the facts after we go. So, the family of missing geologists suspect foul play after their own private investigator joins the case. The family of a young geologist missing in Arizona since June after leaving a work site have hired their own private investigator and believe his car, recovered in July with his phone, wallet, and keys still intact, was dumped in an effort to stage the scene. South Carolina native Daniel Robinson, 24, graduated from the College of Charleston 2 years ago with a major in archaeology and moved to Arizona after landing a job with Matrix New World Engineering. He was with a coworker at a well site near Buckeye, Arizona on June 23rd and heading to what the other man thought was the main road. Mr. Robinson, however, eventually headed farther west into the desert and has not been heard from since. His family back in South Carolina quickly became concerned because the recent college graduate regularly checked in with his parents and siblings. Relatives began constantly calling, pleading with him to call us back, his father, David Robinson, told The Independent. We didn't know what was going on. We know Dan does not ignore his phone calls. He added, I can imagine his phone ringing, ringing, ringing for I think almost a day, and then finally I guess the phone died or somebody cut it off. After that point, it goes straight to the voicemail. The geologist is described as a 5'8" black man weighing 165 pounds with black hair, brown eyes, and a distinctive characteristic. He is missing part of his right forearm, including his hand. The 24-year-old was reported missing to Buckeye Police Department on the same day he was last seen, and his vehicle was discovered by a rancher in a ravine on July 19th, around the same time his father decided to retain his own private investigator. When police first called about the vehicle's discovery, Mr. Robinson told The Independent, my initial thought was that I was going to hear something horrible. Police showed him photos and explained the condition of the 2017 Jeep Renegade, which seemed to have landed on its side. The geologist's clothes were also bafflingly found at the scene. That was a bittersweet thing, Mr. Robinson told The Independent. I was feeling great that I didn't find out my son was deceased or something. At the same time, I ended up not having my son at all. He shared details of the vehicle's recovery and the black box GPS data retrieved with his private investigator. Former police officer Jeff McGrath introduced to him through an attorney acquaintance. According to Mr. Robinson, the data shows that his son's vehicle got into multiple accidents after the young man's disappearance. My son's first initial crash is 4 hours after he went missing, he told The Independent. Something happened. Also, there's some paint transfer from the vehicle. I feel like something happened there. We just don't know yet. We just can't get a full answer. And from there, we don't know where the vehicle was taken. He said the car was found around 2 miles from the work site his son had visited, but insisted the area had been searched to no avail before the vehicle was discovered on July 19th. It was returned to an area near where we were searching. My theory would be maybe to try to throw us off. Buckeye Police Department, they said they did a search. They didn't find a vehicle, and also my search team had been out there. They hadn't seen the vehicle, said Mr. Robinson, who is former military. The vehicle wasn't there and all of a sudden appeared there. I feel like it was dumped. My family and I, we all feel the same way. There was no blood found in the car. A police spokeswoman told The Independent that no indications of foul play had yet been uncovered. Carissa Planalap, Buckeye PD's public information officer, said experts were continuing to analyze the evidence and data taken from the geologist's vehicle, emphasizing that solving his disappearance remains a priority for the department and wider community. The police department has not only used all of its resources to try to find Daniel, but we've also learned the other partner agencies like the Phoenix Firebird helicopters, civil airport, cadaver dogs. We flew a drone over the area. The search did yield the human skull, she said, which had been ruled out as belonging neither to the missing geologist nor another local who'd vanished. She said, at this point, we are still analyzing data that was pulled from the Daniels Jeep that was recovered, so we're still analyzing that and we're reaching out to some outward experts to take another look. We know the family is desperate for answers, so are we, and we're super committed to finding them. The 24-year-old's disappearance, she said, is a conversation every day. This case is such a priority and there's so much importance on it. The missing man fathers told The Independent that he felt authorities could have begun more extensive searches earlier, and he was upset how the case had been handled so far, particularly in the wake of other high-profile missing person cases in the West and Southwest this summer. I started research in Arizona, and I realized there's a lot of missing cases here, he told The Independent. Because of the way the Buckeye Police Department was handling my son's case, I kind of understand why. Time is of the essence, and if you don't move fast enough, you may not ever find a person, he said. The personal theory he is sticking to steadfastly is that somehow God's going to bring my son back alive. And therein lies the end of the article. So this case is also very disturbing because you have a young man who is going to a job site to do his job, then somehow gets, I guess, the wrong direction on a highway and ends up disappearing to no avail. And he's in the, basically, I guess, the middle of the desert somewhere. This area, I'm not too sure about the geography of it, but, you know, apparently a lot of people go missing there. So it's very, very scary. And again, a cautionary tale of, you know, you never know what can happen. And I just pray that this young man is found safely and he's alive, and that they stay on it to try to keep investigating. The father seems very, very thoroughly invested in his son, so hopefully, you know, his private investigator could find some details that could help them to find him safely, and or at least find him in some capacity. So this is another disturbing case, strange at best, very, very strange case. Young man goes missing, coming from work. No apparent reason, no information as to what happened to him, and he's been missing for a few months now. So, again, I'm going to leave this. Guard your mind, guard your heart, stay watching everything that's going on around you, and try to protect yourself as much as you can, because you never know if you can be in the midst of someone who is suspicious. Who knows what happened to this guy? So my condolences to the family. I hope that you find your son well. I mean no disrespect by making this video. I'm just trying to bring awareness to cases that people may not have heard of, because I never heard of this till this day. So please like and subscribe if you like true crime slash strange occurrence videos like this, and you want to see more content like this. Subscribe to my channel for further videos that I have coming up with strange cases like this. Take care of yourself. Be well. Bye.